G'day, we're Brad and Hayley, and today we're going to take you out to the Pilbara, Australia's red dirt paradise, where spectacular free camping and outback exploring collide. Join us as we tour our way through the ancient region, camping beneath breathtaking mountain ranges, and explore the life and beauty of the gorges here that have been shaped over the last 2 billion years.
Check out the view of this one.
I love this part of out there.
So good. G'day and welcome back to another episode of our Australia trip, and in this one we are heading into the outback, currently en route to Karijini, and oh, the flies are thick. Literally it's quite a detour to get out to Karijini from the coast where we've been for the last few months, and everybody lately has been telling us do not go out to Karijini, it's not worth it. And that's just absolutely crazy, hey, because Karijini National Park was the best national park that we visited in our travels last year. But as you can see, the fly situation is horrendous at the moment, and half of the national park is apparently closed because they're redoing roads and whatnot, and it's quite a detour out of the way to get here. So not actually sure if this is going to be worth it, but if you travel Australia, you'd probably know that you should make your own decisions and not listen to the opinions of others. So we've decided
hey, these flies,
to head out
the
here.
flies are bad, but they're not any worse than what they were on the Ningli coast.
We'll have
when
to
we first got there.
yeah, we'll have to dig out the fly nets because this is a bit extreme. But
yeah,
we've just pulled up at this random free camp in the Pilbara for the night.
Oh, I love this part of out there, Pilbara.
So good.
Just the best free camps. Like, they're nice and quiet. Like, we've been on the coast surrounded by people for like the last 2 or 3 months, and to come to a camp and there be no one here is actually really refreshing for us.
Flies. Yeah, it's so beautiful to just literally, we just pulled off the road, found this spot.
This is just home for the night. We're just passing through. We did about 400 k's today. Tom Price is only 60 k's away, so
oh, cool.
Yeah, once we get into Tom Price, then we can stock up, go to
I'm so excited
there.
because there's a Coles in Tom Price, and we haven't seen a Coles or Woolies in like I haven't seen a Coles or Woolies in like 3 months or something. So anyway, that'll be good. But for tonight, this is home. Let's see if we can enjoy some of it.
Again this morning, and not far from where we camped last night, we've left the blacktop. So if you're coming from the west, there's going to be 2 different directions you can take to get into Tom Price, which is where we're going to stock up. We'll go get fuel, go get groceries from the Coles there, and get some water as well, and then go and head out and find a camp for the night just outside of town. Yeah, the 2 directions that you can take, you can continue following the main road that takes you out to Tom Price, but it is a mining road, and it's not bitumised, so it can be pretty poor condition. We've rolled the dice today, and we're actually been pretty lucky with the conditions. Like, we haven't even let our tyres down, and we're just cruising along doing 70 kilometres an hour. So you can go this way. It does knock about 60 k's off the trip, so you can head out to Pilbara and then up to Tom Price. I think that's about 120 k's, whereas this mining road is about 60 k's to Tom Price. So a bit of a shortcut, but can get caught out if it's corrugated. So we're lucky today. We'll continue on this road. Beautiful scenery. The Pilbara is just absolutely stunning.
After a quick quick stock up in the town of Tom Price, we headed just out of town to our first free camp. It's about 1 kilometre off the main road and we're able to crawl in without dropping our tyres down. Be wary though, if rain is forecast, it could get pretty sloppy in here as the camp itself sits on a dry riverbed.
After a big day, not so much driving, just all the jobs, they always add up. But anyway, we've made it to camp. This is Tiger Eye Free Camp. It's just about 10 k's outside of Tom Price and it is beautiful. Patsy, how you going?
Yeah, good. Look how like bent up this is, hey. Such an unlevel campsite, but we tried our best with the airbags and I think now it's gonna be all right.
The remote on my phone is telling me that it's level, even though it doesn't really look like it. But hey, we haven't got a pair of leveling ramps out either, so how good is that? Yeah, we're gonna cook up a nice feed tonight. Gonna get the charcoal going, get a fire going. We haven't had a fire in, well, at least since we got to WA with all the fire bans and stuff. So this is the perfect place to do it as the sun goes down over this beautiful mountain range behind us. Check that out, mate.
Oh.
I had to finish the steaks over the fire because I've never cooked with charcoal before and I'd lost all the heat in the charcoal. I tried to substitute it for coals off the fire, but it's not the same thing apparently. Let's see how badly I've killed these spuds.
Yeah, they were on for way
They were on
too
for
long.
quite a while. Oh mate.
Oh, that was good.
That is good right there.
Yes, I've got sour cream in the fridge too.
Oh, that's perfect, guys.
Yes.
Check that out. That's fluffy. I'll let that rest for another 5 minutes. Get these potatoes prepped up, get it dished up. We will be living. Oh, it's so smoky.
Yes.
Amazing. And tender. All right.
All right, I'm eating now.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Bye.
MVP of the video is right there, guys. The humble Canberra lady. What a bloody scene this place is, eh? Woo. Gorgeous.
We hit the dirt and closed in on the Karijini National Park, excited for another free camp. While we're on our way out here, we pulled over to witness Australia's iron ore industry in full swing. Trains that span kilometres are not a rare sight here, and the scale of these operations are simply mind-blowing.
Just arrived at our next epic free camp in Karijini, and holy moly, check out the view of this one. There's our caravan and look at our view. This is so good. This is Buddha's free camp, only literally 5 minutes from Hamersley and the Karijini National Park.
Let's go turn the car off. Do you hear that, Patsy?
Nothing.
Not even the sound of a buzzing fly right now. There's one. There's one.
But they're not as bad as what we were told. So for all the people that told us don't go to Karijini and it's not worth it, I actually think it's totally worth it at the moment.
Mate, look at that view. We've got, you probably won't be able
views
to see
all around.
Yeah.
So good, and this is totally free, and the national park's literally 5 minutes away. So
I love it. Yep. So we'll get some fire going, and we'll cook some dinner outside tonight. I am very, very happy to be here.
Happy to spend a few days here.
We are going to leave our caravan here at camp and head into our first gorge in the Karijini National Park. But we do get a lot of questions about like security and like leaving your van places, and how do we feel about that? Well, these flies are insane. I'm gonna have to put this on. I can't think when they're crawling into my ears.
I'm not getting any. Maybe it's your black shirt.
I think it's the black shirt. I don't know. Alright, sorry, I've had to net up. The flies are outrageous. So yeah, when we leave our caravan at a campsite, we usually just go off our gut instinct and what the vibe of the campsite is like. If there's any trouble, if it's close to a town, if there's other campers around looking out for your stuff. Now here, it's really quiet. That could be a good and a bad thing, but there's generally not going to be people coming through looking to pinch a caravan. We do take a couple of precautions though when we do leave our caravan places. One is a hitch lock. I mean, it's not going to stop someone with a 9-inch angle grinder. If someone wants your caravan, they're going to be able to take it really. But yeah, that's just a bit of a deterrent. And we also have a wireless tracking system in the caravan, so we know where it is at all times. So that's a massive peace of mind. So if it does happen to find its way out of here, we'll be able to track it down pretty quickly. So there's those two things. Even with our old van, we didn't have any tracking or anything, but we never had an issue leaving at places like even on the Gibb River Road and stuff. We sort of just left it in campgrounds while we wandered off. Generally, it's really quite good and it's not really something to worry about. So we'll leave this here. We'll go in there nice and early and hopefully have the place to ourselves. Mate,
That's Hamersley Gorge.
this place is beautiful,
So
eh?
beautiful. You can even see like the clear ripples on the water down there.
Oh, it looks amazing.
Wow.
So this is literally only like 10 minutes from where we're camped up, and it's about, I don't know, like a 5k drive, maybe 10k's, and then you literally just walk probably 200 meters down this, like down into this gorge, and you're in the gorge. So like it's not even really that strenuous of a hike.
Yeah, it's like the most accessible gorge out of all the gorges, and probably has like so much swimming space as well compared to a lot of them too. Hey?
Yeah, so we're up on the lookout. I would definitely, if you come here, recommend come up and take it all in from up here on the lookout, because it's just amazing. The colours and the rock formations are breathtaking and very Karijini-esque.
Yeah, I'm a bit cold.
It's not going to get any warmer, Patsy.
It's going to be so freezing, that water. I don't know if I'm actually cold or if I'm just anticipating the cold water, but yeah, it's going to be a bit of a morning, a fresh start to the morning down there.
Feels like it's getting a bit
That
warmer.
really kicks the wind up. But it's nice to be in
It's bloody
fresh
beautiful in
water.
here. Oh yeah, we haven't been in fresh for quite some time.
It's quite the iconic spot, Hamersley Spa Pool, so your swim in here is generally a quick one, as others are waiting their turn to jump in. The water in the pool is noticeably warmer than the other pools, and we snapped a quick photo and carefully exited the pool. The rocks here are incredibly slippery. Once we were out, we soaked up some much needed sun while taking in the stunning scenes here in the gorge.
Well, there we are, Hamersley Gorge, done and dusted. Beautiful morning down here. We are going to head back to the van now, hunker down for the rest of the afternoon and get some work done. And then tomorrow morning, we'll be up and at 'em early and climbing Western Australia's second highest mountain.
Is it really?
Yep.
Well, I'm already popped out from that climb back up to the top this year, so that's a bit of a worry.
It's a bit of a worry.
are on the move again today. We're heading out to Mount Bruce and we're going to do about a 5-hour return hike. We were supposed to leave at like 6 o'clock this morning. We're all hitched up and ready to go. It was still dark and we were hoping to get there for sort of a sunrise hike, but I don't know what happened. Patsy's feeling really under the weather. I might have almost killed her with maybe some raw chicken or something last night. I don't know. She seems to be on the mend now. But yeah, we're just gonna take off out of here anyway and head on down to Mount Bruce and see how she's feeling when we get there. Yeah, it is a 5-hour hike, so it's a pretty decent hike. So when you're under the weather and doing something like that, definitely err on the side of caution. Not well.
Not well.
Old girl's made a full recovery.
I wouldn't say full recovery, but we're giving it a go.
Partial recovery, what do you reckon? There is Mount Bruce right there, and we follow all these ridges up to the top, and it should be, from what I've read, a 5-hour return, but also expansive views of the Pilbara. So looking forward to it, getting the walking shoes on and getting some exercise for once.
I couldn't hack it.
This is the perfect time of the year to tackle the Mount Bruce hike. The walk is just shy of 10 kilometers return with 500 meters of vertical gain. Earlier this year, temperatures out here peaked at 48 degrees Celsius, and this is definitely not the place you'd want to be in the harsh northwestern Australian summer. We pressed on to the top, and boy was it worth it.
What a amazing hike that was. Patsy knocked it out of the park. She was pretty much on her deathbed this morning, but she's made a full recovery and she's just hiked 5 kilometers up Western Australia's second biggest mountain. But there is insane views. You've got Karijini National Park in there behind us, which is where we'll be continuing our adventures later on today. And then you've also got the other contrast of the Pilbara, which is a massive mining operation here of iron ore behind us. constantly trains running back and forth that are like kilometers long, and massive dump trucks and stuff. It's pretty impressive to see. Beautiful day, like barely a tickle of wind, nice and cool, 25 degrees, and just like a steady climb up this mountain. But that'll be it for this episode. So thank you for tuning in as always, and we really appreciate your support, buying us beers, subscribing, liking, commenting. We love it all, so thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next episode.
We'll turn this around.